Steven here. So I wanted to record a quick video. I'm actually here in Spain, amazing location as you can see. But I wanted to give a really good client of mine, Daniel Simone, who's had amazing results already, but he's really serious about getting even better results. And he's hit like a fat loss plateau, which most people, you will at some stage. So I wanted to give him top 3 tips that I think will be valuable for you guys watching at the same time. So top 3 tips to break through a fat loss plateau. The first one is introduce some form of high intensity interval cardio. So HIIT cardio, ideally you want to do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It's probably ideal so you can maximize the amount of fat loss or using fat as a source of fuel. So maybe introducing 2 HIIT cardio sessions into your weekly routine. So a HIIT cardio session would be like 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off, and 30 seconds as in 30 seconds doing it until you can't even breathe, and doing maybe about 8 to 10 rounds of that and doing it twice a week. And then also, just to mix it up, have one steady state cardio, so doing like 30 minutes of like at a pace where you can't, you can barely even hold a conversation, like a jogging pace. So that's my first tip. My tip number 2 is actually going to be the most obvious one. Is you need to increase the amount of volume foods you're eating. Volume but high nutrients. So obviously increase the amount of nutrients, like vegetables and salads you're having. But my encouragement to you is pick the kind of vegetables or salad that's high in fiber, because fiber actually keeps you fuller for longer. It's great for your digestive system. So I'm going to encourage you to go and find vegetables or fiber that's actually vegetables that's high in fiber. For example, having pumpkin is awesome. So any sort of vegetables that's high in fiber, okay? My last tip is this, it's the most obvious one. In order for you to decrease the amount of body fat you're carrying or fat loss, you need to decrease your calories. It's obvious. You need to burn more calories than you're consuming. So one thing you might want to try, which is adverse, and it's going to contradict to some of the things that we've been saying, which is if you're dropping your calories, it just makes sense that if your calories is going a little bit lower than usual, then not eating as frequently might be the most ideal thing to balance things out. So for example, if your calories are lower, for example like Daniel right now, because he's really trying to accelerate his results, minimize the amount of times you're eating. So maybe go from 5 to 3 times, so you're not eating as frequently, your meals can be a decent size. So they're my top 3 tips for my superstar client Daniel, but it applies to you guys as well. Before we finish, check out the amazing view behind us. And I hope those 3 tips are going to be helpful for you guys to break through your plateau.